I want to see Eubank, Ben, of course Tyson and Joshua. Otoma, I think he deserves to have a chance to be the youngest world heavyweight champion. And in the American market, I want to see Canelo, Crawford. I want to see Garcia, Haney, the rematch.
Yeah. Turki Alalshikh, the Saudi powerhouse with an unmatched influence in boxing, continues to make waves in the sport. Since stepping into the scene, Alalshikh has delivered unforgettable fights and stacked cards that have redefined what's possible in modern boxing. Now, his latest endeavor promises to be his most ambitious yet a blockbuster event, headlined by Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol and featuring a lineup so star-studded that it might be the greatest boxing card in history. Scheduled to take place in Riyadh next month, the card is set to include Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker, Zhilei Zhang versus Agit Kabayel, Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield, Vergil Ortiz versus Israil Madrimov, Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith, and Carlos Adams versus Hamzah Sheeraz. If this event comes together as planned, it will solidify Alalshikh's reputation as a transformative figure in boxing. But that's just the beginning of his vision for 2025. Turkey's wish list for the upcoming year includes 5 marquee fights that could ignite the imaginations of boxing fans worldwide: Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois, and Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. While each of these matchups carries intrigue, the stakes and narratives behind them vary significantly. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford represent 2 of the sport's finest talents. The prospect of these 2 champions meeting at super middleweight is electrifying. Dubbed by some as the World Awaits Part 2, this fight would test Crawford's sublime skills against Canelo's size, power, and relentless pressure. However, logistical and financial hurdles loom large. Crawford, a natural welterweight, would need to jump 2 weight classes, putting him at a significant disadvantage. Additionally, the financial demands of this fight could be staggering. For Alalshikh to make it happen, he might need to offer Canelo a record-breaking payday exceeding $100 million while ensuring Crawford receives a substantial share. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. The long-anticipated showdown between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury remains a dream for British boxing fans. The fight would undoubtedly sell out Wembley Stadium and attract millions of viewers. However, critics argue that both heavyweights have seen better days. While the bout would be a spectacle, it may lack the competitive edge to captivate a global audience. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney 2. The first encounter between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney ended in controversy when Garcia's win was overturned due to a failed drug test. A rematch would be a chance for Garcia to clear his name and for Haney to settle the score. Despite the controversy, this fight has massive commercial potential and could become one of the most talked about events of 2025. Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois II. Before a rematch with Usyk can happen, Daniel Dubois must first overcome Joseph Parker in Riyadh. If he succeeds, a second clash with Usyk could be a compelling narrative. Dubois would seek redemption, while Usyk would aim to solidify his dominance as a heavyweight champion. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, a domestic rivalry. The proposed bout between Eubank Jr. and Benn has divided opinions. While it has appeal for British audiences, it pales in comparison to the other fights on Alalshikh's list. Neither fighter has established themselves as a world-class contender, and the rivalry feels more like a grudge match than a legitimate world stage event. What sets Turki Alalshikh apart is his ability to turn ambitious visions into reality. His seemingly unlimited resources and deep connections within the sport make even the most improbable matchups possible. With a track record of delivering dream fights and unforgettable events, Turkey has the potential to bring these 5 matchups to life. But will the fighters step up to the challenge? And which of these fights will capture the hearts and minds of fans the most? As boxing enters 2025, one thing is certain: Turki Alalshikh is determined to make it a year to remember. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing you the very best from the world of boxing.